Hello everyone, I'm Drake and welcome to Vibe Time. Welcome back. So the podcast is back. We're coming full force and we have a lot to talk about today. So, first off, we'll start with news of the week because that's how I always like starting these. How have you been? Good. Alright, so, first we'll start with the gaming news, of course, and, in gaming news, there's basically a Dead Rising remastered, and I've been playing it because for those of you who don't know what the Dead Rising series is, it's basically a zombie defense game, where you star this as a, man named Frank West, pretty much a playboy in the zombie apocalypse. And what you do is the campaign, you basically find survivors, and you stay in a bunker, and you have to find Frank Zombrex so he doesn't turn into a goddamn zombie. Maybe that's the second one, can't remember. But speaking of the second one, now that first one's out, they are working on the second one, and that is my favorite game, so do expect a series from that will come out. And in other gaming news, we've got, I ranked up in Siege, so that's good. And then GTA 6 coming very soon next year. I am so excited for that. When that comes out, that is all I will be playing, and I will make a very long, in-depth series on that. But let's head to the TV news of the week. So, for those of you who don't know, there's a series out right now. It's called From. It's basically from the same people who made the show Lost, that train wreck of a show. But what it is basically these smiling, shape-shifting creatures come out at night while all these people are stuck in a town they can't escape. It's pretty fun, pretty good. If I was to rate it out of 10, I'd definitely give it a solid 8 so far. It's been very good. But also, The Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power. Gotta talk about this one for a second. The series that is sweeping the nation, and for good reason. Pretty much elves, giants, Harfoots, dwarfs, everything you could want more. If you're a Dungeons and Dragons fan, or a Lord of the Rings fan, you will love this series. It's basically the original Lord of the Rings movies / Hobbit movies, but on crack and like 10 times better already, in my personal opinion. I know that might upset some people, but I already like this way better than most of the movies. But it's very good. Would highly recommend. It's on Prime, and it's very, very good. So, news about me now. Well, I started a construction job. It's been very fun. Very good. I love my coworkers. I love what the work entitles, and, I don't know. I've been having a lot of fun, but I don't have as much time anymore, so that's why these have been getting more and more scarce, but I'm gonna try to get back into a regular schedule for it from now on. I promise. Pretty much that's what I got for the news. And other things, the election's coming up soon. And I'm not going to get very political, but we're screwed. But that's happening. That'll be interesting. And yeah, I can't think of much more news. Except for the fact that I'm coming back and I'm going to start making some more gaming videos too. After this is up, after I've edited this, I am going to upload a gaming video tomorrow that is it's Pokemon White version 2, Nuzlocke Randomized. For those of you who don't know what a Nuzlocke Randomizer is, it's basically where it's a Pokemon, you take your emulator, and you take your ROM, you plug it into the emulator. For example, mine would be the DS emulator. You plug it into there. That lets you have a modded version of whatever Pokemon game you want to play. So that'll be really fun. I'm not going to spoil much about that, but stay tuned for that the day after this. And yeah. So now we'll get into the crux of the podcast today, which is going to be called The Horrors of Cleaning. Yes, I have some stories from my old cleaning job that I'm definitely going to be saying, and all the good and all the bad. But I'm super excited. I'm going to get back on a regular track schedule here, and yes. So, horrors of cleaning. Where do I begin? So, I worked for a company where we went around to buildings and cleaned buildings. Just like corporations around town, like businesses. I didn't do any residential work. Because the last time I did residential cleaning work was back in Idaho, where, you know what you did, Cole. Also, I make $36 an hour now. Suck on that, bitch. Basically, since then, when I was in Idaho for the month, I did residential cleaning, and I didn't see anything too bad there. But, doing companies here where I am, it's kind of crazy. So, what do I begin with? So, I had this new building I went to, and it was a truck stop. And I ended up driving up in there. And the first day, I'm in my Toyota Camry 89, because at this point, I don't have a truck. So I'm driving up in my car, in my cleaning uniform, ready to clean this building, brand new. There's this lady outside. And she has like 3 pit bulls on a leash. And I basically call my boss, make sure I'm at the right place and all that, and this girl just comes over with her phone and just starts taking pictures of my license plate and stuff. So I knew immediately that she had a problem. So I rolled down my window and I'm just like, "Hey, what are you doing? What's your deal? Why are you randomly taking pictures of my license plate?" And immediately she's just like, "Who are you and what are you doing here?" Blah, 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 blah. Big Karen shit. And I was like, "I am the cleaner." And then immediately she didn't apologize or anything, as she was still taking a video of my car, mind you, with me in it. And I'm like, "So why'd you take a video of me? Why are you taking pictures of me? I didn't give you permission to do that. And that's very rude." And she said, "No, I'm entitled to do that." And I'm just like, "Okay then, I have more stuff I need to do today, and this is not worth my effort, so I'm going to go do something else." So I ended up heading to my next account instead, but never saw that bitch again. But oh man, she was a dick. And for someone who cleans their toilets, don't be a dick to the person who cleans your toilets, unless you want to shit in a shitty toilet. That's all I'm gonna say. What else? Oh yeah, I cleaned this weather station, and it was really cool. Basically, I think it was right at the end of that hurricane that just hit Florida. And I saw that firsthand, and I had the warning signs, so I could tell my friend who lives down there, Alana, immediately, but she already knew, but I had to make sure she was okay. But I saw that immediately, and I was worried. But yeah, no, really cool place, really cool people. It's amazing. If you ever have a chance to check out to have a conversation with a meteorologist or anyone like that, they're really cool people, and it's really interesting to learn just more about the environment, what's going on, see weather alerts, have them explain a little bit of the science to you with all the graphs and charts they look at. It's really cool shit. And it was really fun. Love those guys. I think this was right when they released the Coca-Cola Oreos too. And what is it? They let me try one, and that thing, how do I explain these? They're like the equivalent of a Oreo that's been watered down with a little too much milk, if that makes sense. with a Coke tinge in there. It was a really weird tasting thing, and I don't think I'll ever have one again. They're really weird, and I did not like them very much. And me, I'm the same guy who drinks Mexican Coke and Coca-Cola and loves Coke in general. And not even I liked them, and I love Oreos. But they were so bad, I would not recommend them to anybody. But I don't know. I guess some things you win, some things you don't. And also, just really quick, taking a break from cleaning stories and stuff, I just want to take a minute to make a kind of like a public service announcement for a few things. So first off, if someone's respectful to you and polite and stands up for somebody, I don't think they should really be shit on, but that's all society does nowadays. No matter how nice you are to someone, or no matter what good you do in this world, you can never win, because people have their own opinions. People are so stuck in their own goddamn world that they don't even know when they're wrong. So, I mean, just a public service announcement, like, I don't know, if someone's being nice to you, just have the decency to be nice back, like. And that's something we truly lack nowadays in our world, and it's sad. It really is. But I don't know. I just feel in my time that I've been nice. It's just, I don't know. It's just not the way to be in society anymore. Being the nice guy does not get you anywhere. Just get you anger, just get you hurt, just freaking, you have everyone turn on you. Like being nice is not worth it anymore. But, I hope that'll change in the future, but looking at our world and where it stands today, I doubt it. You know it's bad when you have a better time at work than you do not only in your own house, but in society in general. So, like, it's like, man. And my work is tough. Like, we paint, like, crosswalks and stuff, and it was really cool. We went out and painted these big X's on a runway, and it was super cool, and it was a blast. It's hard work, but it's a blast, and I don't know, when you have more fun doing hard-ass labor all day than sitting in your own house or going out and doing shit just because of how mean people are and how much of douchebags they can be, that's a problem with society. And I really hope it changes. But I don't think it ever will, if I'm being honest. But, no, just brief public service announcement. Just be aware. Just be aware that everything you say, everything you do, has a meaning and a purpose. And sometimes the best of intents and the best of intentions will just end up biting you in the back. So, remember that. So back to cleaning. So this is titled The Horrors of Cleaning, so I guess I should tell some more cleaning horror stories. So one night, when I started this place, I cleaned a hospital building. And I remember one night I went in, and I'm doing my normal routine. I'm cleaning all these rooms, doing everything I need to do, and I come up on this shut door. And that's weird because almost all of them are always open. And has a sign on the door that says, "Caution, contaminated bathroom. Do not enter without protection." I'm like, what? So I crack open the door, and what I see is not only absolutely shocking, but absolutely revolting. Content warning here. If you don't want to hear the gross shit I'm about to say, I will put the timestamp right there, right now, and skip forward a few minutes to whatever one I put there, because this gets graphic. So, pretty much I opened the door, and immediately I see just the most liquid, caked on shit everywhere in this room. Freaking, and what I mean by caked on is there's not an inch of this bathroom that is not covered in liquid hardened shit. and it was the most appalling, baffling, and disgusting thing I'd ever seen in my time cleaning. And granted, I did residential buildings, and not even that shit was that bad. Like, holy shit. And then I call my boss up and I'm like, hey, this is a... do we have a special mop or something? Like, what do you want me to do here? And pretty much she ended up calling the boss of the hospital itself, and pretty much I learned that it was a virus that they had in their system that basically made them shit so uncontrollably that they literally could not hold it back. Like, it's literally a disease, hits you from like 6 to 8 hours of just constant, not able to stop shitting. Which means if any of that got in my bloodstream, which means if I touched it at all, or if I got any in me at all, that same shit would happen to me, because it is a... It is that infectious, and just the tiniest amount would give that same thing to you. So what ended up happening is my boss came in with this, like, big, not, like, this big biohazard type looking suit. If you've ever seen, like, Resident Evil 7, or, like, it's just one of those big, like, instead of it being one of the yellow toxic saving suits, it was like this big white one, so just covered head to toe in this big white biohazard suit. And of course my boss went and cleaned it, because I wasn't gonna touch that shit. Fuck that. Making as much as I did, it was not worth that. Hell no. But it was very interesting, and I'll never be able to get that out of my head. That's crazy. Back to a good note on cleaning. It was really fun, because cleaning, you do get to listen to music. Cleaning, you do get to do your own thing, work at your pace pretty much, but all that I'll never be able to get out of my brain. It's like, oh my god, how does someone shit that much, and how do you get it all over the mirror and on the back of the toilet? I don't know. That's crazy. I can't do that. But that was crazy. I'm trying to think of anything else that was, like, just horrifying. Oh yeah, so there was this one, this one dealership I was cleaning, a car dealership, and they had this one building in the back that was just this abandoned looking building that was in the very back, that had its own key, that had the ancient lock where you'd, like, twist it 3 times, had to hold the door tight while you did it just to get that thing unlocked. You go in, you know, like, and then you're in there, and it's completely dark. And the only light switch is on the other side of the room, past all of this, like, mechanical looking machinery and all these old ass trucks and cars, and you walk through and you get into the main area. But it was weird, they had these blacked out windows on the top floor below where I would clean normally. So freaking, and immediately you would get such a terrible feeling. So, like, the best way I could explain it, it felt like it was haunted. It felt like something straight out of a horror movie. So me and my boss ended up going upstairs once, and immediately I felt very sick and I felt very awful, and he did too. So I don't know what was up there or what that was, but we barely stayed up there and we got the hell down. And I didn't feel it anymore. The minute I hit off the bottom of that staircase, I did not feel that feeling anymore. Weird as shit, man. Then sometimes, I swear, I would look up at the, like, window when I was exiting, when I was, like, relocking that son of a bitch, and I swear I'd see, like, a ghost face or something, just like a freaking just shadowy figure up there, and I'd have to do a double take, but it was always gone. But the weirdest shit, and that was, like, insane to me. So I don't know, that was really crazy, and I don't think I've had anything like that happen to me before that, so that was kind of nuts. except for the one prank that my friend pulled on me, Gabe, when I was younger, and what ended up happening is, long story short, he ended up, I heard a voice come from the basement, and as I was heading there, he pops through the front door and goes, boo, pretty much. It scares me and shit, you know? And then I asked him, okay, then what the hell was the voice that I heard coming from the basement? He said, what voice from the basement? So I'm like, oh my god, and I don't know. Paranormal stuff, I do not fuck with. If a ghost is there, I want nothing to do with it. I'm not about that life. I don't want to die. So, yeah. But it was crazy. But, yeah, horrors of cleaning. So, there's the good moments, the bad moments, but, God, sometimes that was just super stupid expectations that you just could not complete for the life of you. And if you didn't do it up to their exact standards, they'd put you on a different building. So, the thing is that, like just unacceptable standards, you know? And, it was hard sometimes. But basically, got them in construction now. But, yeah, no, that's the horrors of cleaning. It's not always peaches and cream. So just be wary of that if you ever get a job like that, or cleaner or anything like that. And, yes. So that's the main thing there. We're in the wrap-up now already, because it's already been like 22 minutes I've been talking, which is crazy to think. And these are 30 minutes. So for the last 8 minutes, let's talk about just life and society. So I got my Halloween costume, and since this is a video podcast, I'll show you guys. It's really creepy though. For those of you who don't know, there's a movie that's out in AMC theaters right now, and it is called Terrorizer 3. And one of my favorite villains and the main killer in that show, that's who I'm going to be for Halloween. But yeah, no. Oh shit. But yeah, no. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. But yeah, no, I can't wait to scare children. Halloween's coming up shortly, and then it's crazy to think it's gonna be Thanksgiving, and then it's already gonna be Christmas, and then goddamn, it's gonna be the New Year. But yeah, no, crazy stuff. And just want to say out there, if you are a good person and you do good things, I just want to say thank you. Because I know that we all do get shit on a lot for doing good, but it does make the world a little bit of a better place, and even though everyone can't see that, it's good that we do. So just keep your head up, keep doing your thing, everything will get better, I promise you. Just don't give up. Keep doing the best you can do every day. Can't ask for much else. Even when people are inconsiderate, just give them space and just ignore them, because if people are inconsiderate and can't see what they've done wrong, just don't have anything to do with them. Like, if they can't be mature enough to, like, respond in a mature enough way to be able to admit when they are wrong, there's no use in, like, trying. There's not. So, remember that. Keep that in mind. And, yeah, I mean, just stay safe out there. Halloween's coming up. Eat a lot of goddamn candy. And, next week, what I'm going to try to do is the debate episode of the podcast, where I'll have a few people on, and I'll have different topics, from everything from presidents to, new current age topics, abortion, things like that, controversial topics, and I think that'll be a really good discussion point. And it'll be interesting to get multiple people's perspectives on a whole bunch of different things. So this podcast is going to be like 5 minutes shorter than normal, but like I said, I'm getting back into it. Every week I'll have a new one of these up, and yeah. Stay solid, everyone. Remember to check out the podcast at Vibe Time. It's on Spotify video, of course. It'll be on YouTube too. And also stay tuned for that video either tonight or tomorrow, where it will be the Nutslock randomizer, and that should be some fun stuff. So, have a great day, everyone. Thank you for taking the time to listen to Vibe Time. It's Drake, and I will be back next week. Stay safe, everyone. Have fun, and I will talk to you later. Peace out, party people. All right. And we are done. Woo!